Hello and welcome to Center Circle. I am Jermaine Brown. Last week, former national player Allan Cole talked everything football and more. But there's still more to discuss. This week, he speaks about the current national program. Allan Cole is a household name in football in Jamaica. But not many things today about the sport locally gets him excited. His philosophy on how the national program should be run is different from that of the JFF. These days, he has an eye on local horse racing.
So which do you follow more now? Racing or football?
Well, I still buy my bets on Saturdays. I still buy my pick six and things like that. I watch football. I'm not excited about Jamaican football the way, especially where we are going in terms of development. It turns me off, but I still love it. Sometimes I will turn on television and watch a game. But I don't really get involved with it the way which I would have loved to. Because as I say, at the national level, and let's say it again, I think we're taking the wrong route. There's no space for development. And I'm really sad, especially for the players, the young players coming up who aspire to play for the national team and go further. There's no program, and how things are being done right now, it doesn't argue well for our players. And that is one of my main my main reason for talking about the cities and Jamaican football. And people don't want to hear the truth. People don't like to hear the truth, and when you speak the truth, some people get upset. Now, some people who understand the issues, they will accept it. But there are some people that are still in a different space. Let me put it that way. I don't want to go no further. They're still in a different space. And I always have to tell the truth.
But you do wish the program going good from your end though? Despite of who the coach and who the players are.
Yeah, basically the thing about it, we want to go to the World Cup. And this is good for the nation. And I'm one of those who want to see us go to the World Cup. I think it is good for our country. But as I said, the program is, to me, it is insulting. And I don't think the road they are taking is good for the development of football. And it's not sending a good message to the youngsters. Let me repeat again, who are aspiring to come and play for the national team and go further. Let me repeat again, it is not good for you to pick up players who are playing in different systems in England, who are not in top players, okay? They come from different teams, they play different systems. And then you bring them come to a country like Jamaica, okay? And put them there, and you put 95% of them are foreign players. And you put them to play 10 or probably 2 weeks. Where is that chemistry? Football is about chemistry. Where you going to have coordination? These are things that you must have granted because of some people view football. They win and everybody say, wait. But the football is not getting nowhere. It is not helping our football. And I must say it again, unless you don't understand what is happening, let me tell you, it is not good. You are not sending a good message and there's no space for development for our players. Might as well you abandon the National Premier League because you're not using the players from Premier League supposed to be to the national team. You understand me? And when you look at the national team, what Premier League players you have out there, you look at it. It is not good, brethren. And you talk these things and people think say all kind of different things, but they want to face the fact. And I don't want to go back into certain things because people are making all kind of remarks because of what I said on another interview. But it's the truth. And if you look at you can see it and if you look and if you're really thinking along the line that you should be thinking, you understand, say, it is crazy what we are doing. The football cannot go nowhere under that type of program.
By the way, were you ever offered an opportunity to work with the national team at any level?
No, never. No, unfortunately, no.
But why so though?
I wish you could tell me. There are a lot of things in the human, with the human faculties. There are people who man certain program. For instance, the body that ran football at that time, was Burrell, okay? Now Burrell is a guy who he is something like a, what you call a dictator. Burrell wants a lot of people around him, yes men, who can, if he says jump, you just jump. Well, I'm not that type of person. And then I'm not that type of person who can throw something like that. So I figured that relationship would have been good, because I remember when they went to Brazil, himself and Horton was vice president at that time. And when they went to the CDB, they asked him if I was in Jamaica. And they said yes, and I said, so why you come? So Horton came back to me and said to me, boy, we went down there and the people them say, whatever. Want to be a part of the program? I said, I'm here. You know. But Burrell went after he was interviewed by a guy who passed away, Mark Nish, and he told him a big lie. He said he went to Skill and Skill said that in Chelsea, which is a big lie. But I don't think he could, the type of person I am, I don't think he could relate to me the way he relates to like the other set of people who are involved in football. So I'm not one of those persons that will do well with a guy like people like those. As I say, I'm not a yes man, and you can't tell me to jump, and I don't know where I'm jumping to. So I figure that's one of the reasons why, I'm just figuring that's one of the reasons why I never been included in none of that type of the part of that program. One thing they did, they had a team coming from Iceland, and they went to the Caribbean Championship, and they used my name and called a squad to prepare to play against the team from Iceland. I don't know if you heard about that game. And I must tell him, say it was rude. You know, a couple of my name in the paper and said, I'm in charge or whatever. Don't tell my assistant, and then in the squad with Walter Boyd and Tati Brown and Bingy Blair and Palmer and quite a few players, Jeremy from Green and things like that. So I said, I'm going to do it. But Winston Chung asked me, come Chung as a man who I respect as one of my idols. And he said, do it. He asked me, he said, do it. And I said, I'm not going to do it. And then Happy Allan came and said, please, and sorry. So I decided, well, let me try it. So we had these guys, again, prepared them a couple of days to play this Iceland team. And we beat them 3-1. I think it was shocking for them. They didn't even want to put it in the press. So that's the only time they tried something and I did it, you know, as I said. And we won. But they never, apart from that, I never been included in none of this.
Skill Cole has always been a man to voice his opinion on the national program. And no one can forget the falling out between himself and Rene Simoes during the 1998 World Cup campaign.
I didn't have nothing against the guy. We used to be good friends. But I went on television and made a statement, which was true. We had a program and I was talking about our football. And I said, Jamaica, we don't play no pace. We have no pace. And we are the best runners in the whole Central America and Caribbean, and probably some of the best in the world in particular. But when we go there, we play a crawling pace. And I said it's a reflection on the other 19 teams and all the teams that we have playing in the country. And now, they asked me a question about how do I see if you play a team like Jamaica. And I went and told the truth. I said, since you don't play pace, if I'm a coach in a team, I'm playing against a Jamaica team that play a crawling pace, I can attack you in numbers. Because if I break down, I have enough time to come back and close you down. And simple as that. And, you know, as I said, we had very good relations. Me and Mrs. had very good relations. When the first time he came to Jamaica, he came and looked for me and he spoke at Winchester Park. I remember. So we always had that good rapport. So apparently they didn't like what I said. So the next, I was doing that program with the netballers in the stadium, preparing them, physical preparation of the netball team. And I had Wiley Boo from TVJ. We were in the gym one day and
That's Ricardo Fuller.
And his manager and his father came to the gym. We were seeing them there and they went to Glenn Mills, because we were in the gym. We had an issue and Glenn said, Skill's the man who can deal with that issue. He cannot deal with the issue. So I started to help Ricardo, because he used to fall a lot those times. There was a thing about him that they used to wonder how he used to fall because his balance was off, and there were certain things. And I managed to adjust that. Anyway, the next day, particularly I tell you about after this program, I went to the stadium and we started at 3 o'clock. Fuller will be there. And then I saw Simoes in the stand on New Jersey that time they there. And I laughed at him because we used to talk a little Portuguese to each other. And the guy his face was mixed up and I just said, you know, I just walk away. So when I went down and started warming up the girls, and I came back, Fuller was in the lineup, but when I look, I didn't see him. I said, probably talking to his coach. But when we finished doing our drills and things like that, I didn't see him. He was down in the stadium. So a guy was telling me, you know, when I was coming back down, coming to the tunnel, a guy was there telling me, say, Simoes run, Fuller must come out to the place and must be seen with you and all kind of things. So I was saying to myself, what is it? So I know. I took the girls up to the gym, I came back and I saw him and I said, what is it? And he was very boisterous and getting out of hand and came to my face and I just pushed him away and that was it, you know, because I think he was rude and I'm not going to allow a guy to do these type of things, you know, so I just pushed him out of my face and that's where the relationship started for and then, of course, you hear people say all kind of different type of things because that's how they are. That's how we are, our people. You hear people doing this and that and all kind of, well, I didn't know